Alrighty, hey again out there. We're currently on part 157, and I'm gonna do some base building. That's cool. I can't go too wrong with that. Um, I talked about it a little bit last time, but I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with that large, like, courtyard-like area that I'm trying to get ready to set up, and I've decided that it's just gonna get dug out. It might affect some of this stuff though down here. It definitely will, actually, because my nether portal is like here. But basically, this massive stone is gonna get dug out, so I need to actually take a little bit of time here to get rid of certain things. But currently on day 1638, same as last time, and yeah, went out looking for a cool mountain biome. Didn't really. I found a little bit. It just isn't quite what I'm looking for, but it's cool enough, but there is definitely more that I would like to try and find. So we'll maybe go back to looking for stuff like that another time, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much at the moment. That's fine. Alrighty. So yeah, this basically like all this kind of stuff is gonna get dug out a lot. We're gonna pretty much make it about even with what we have down here, like in terms of grass. And actually, we have a couple of other issues too. I think first things first, actually, I need to take a little bit of extra time here to make some spare boxes, but not to mention I actually need to pop into the nether really quickly. I'm gonna go turn on the mob switch. Um, Again, since I am just taking the time to build and all that, I'd rather not have to deal with any, like, just anything at the moment, to be honest. So we're just gonna go flip on the mob switch. No, be a little bit different later tonight. Not later, but later today, I'll probably end up going back out to go do stuff at least. So who knows? But yeah, we're just gonna be digging out that massive stone and just kind of sculpting it a little bit and just emptying it out a lot more. Then hopefully I can make something in that, or at least just having it empty might give me a little better chance to do stuff. Oh, and hey, welcome, Faithful or Falfa. How you doing? Sorry, it's been a little bit, but yep, just playing hardcore for today, and that's already on. Cool. All right. Also trying to make sure I'm not crashing into like a wall or the floor while I'm trying to talk to you. But yeah, welcome, Falfa. I'm just doing some base work for today. Nothing too crazy. I gotta start making a ton of fireworks again. I've been slacking on that because I don't actually harvest the sugarcane farm as much as I should, but I gotta move those farms out anyways, so I'll have to probably do something about that. Okay, sure. Why not? Even if you don't hold up to it, I might as well look for them anyways. Try and get a shulker box of them one day, but I don't know if I even could. But yeah, I could probably find some by mining, no sweat. I got enough gear for it, and kind of have a bubble vader that goes like straight down to bedrock. So I mean, can't be too hard. That's fair. All right. To be fair though, I don't even know how you would donate. That's the other thing too, because I don't exactly have anything like that set up at the moment. That's all right. But yeah, it's not exactly too difficult. It really shouldn't be. Especially when I hit like a pocket of tough or something like that. Do I have any night vision potions left over? I don't know. Oh, do I even have super chat? I just don't know because I don't mess around with enough of the Twitch features to really like check for that kind of stuff. But I probably should look into that stuff a little bit more often. Well, found some. That's crazy. And a little bit of lava too. But yep, 4 deep slate diamond ore. That was quick. Oh, fair enough. Don't feel like you have to though. Like it's cool if you do. I don't mind if you don't either, but at the same time, it would still be pretty cool. So don't mind either way. I've been over here by this area before a while ago, because I remember lighting up some of this stuff, but all in the name of spawn proofing. I have a gunpowder farm like right next to my base. I've been trying to make sure stuff like this is well maintained. Hey, it looks like it has been, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna leave that there. I don't want to that. Yeah, see, that's the other thing too. Like, I might have to check around for that here for a sec because I never really did mess with any of that. That and also, I don't think I don't know if it's unlocked by default. That was another thing too, because I actually I don't even have like the partnership program at the moment or anything like that. So I don't know how I would even go about that. Oh, either way, it's not too big a deal. That and also it might not even exist at the moment apparently. Oh, they've got elevated chat, I guess. It's testing a feature as of like September of this year, so not even really a thing at the moment, but that's alright. Oh, not too big a deal. Yeah, so it's not even a thing yet for super chats, but that's alright. It takes like maybe, it took me like what, 2 minutes to go get diamonds. I got extra diamonds. They're cool. Not too big a deal regardless, so. Well, I gotta get back to building though. I've been slacking on this stuff for like months now between just kind of getting demotivated and then I tried to do too many things, too often and it kind of spiraled out of hand. So I've been taking it a little bit easier. So it's nice doing little things like that where I don't have to really like do a whole bunch because this was what I was working on before I took a break for about a month because I got hit with a hurricane. Um, you know, that's cool. It's pretty tall. Can't go too wrong with it. It's still rough shapes. It does need to be detailed and like just made better, but it took fucking like weeks like straight to just get this done. So, upload an image and you get a bit named Cooler TV. Um, yeah. Let me look into that. Never heard of that before. Coolware TV. I don't know why I said cool bit, but yeah, I mean, I just do it as a hobby pretty much. That's why I was able to sit down and really do this. So it took me a long time to do too. Like this took weeks. The other one that I was working on too took even longer, honestly. It just was insane. I have to upload an image first. That's crazy. Guessing it's something you unlock because I don't even know what it would be. Yeah, huh, I wouldn't even know where it would be actually. Oh, one day. Pensions maybe? I'm not even gonna worry about it honestly. It's just $50 at this point. At the same time I should, but you know. Well, thanks for the follow either way. But honestly, just save your money. It's really not too big a deal. I've been taking it pretty easy. I don't have like a big need for it at the moment, so I know it's $50, but I'm getting a job here soon, so I'm not really gonna sweat over it, honestly. Still appreciate the thought, though. Let's see. I fucking hate it when like platforms like make shit like ridiculously hard to get into. Like to edit anything, like you have to go on a whole manhunt for it just to even like find like the most basic shit. I'm tired of dealing with that with college too, man. Oh my god. Like you have to scour through every single like document and forum possible to find like a basic answer for something that really shouldn't take that long. I wanted to make shulker boxes first. I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting that's a thing I need to do. Let me go do that first, but yeah, no, I'm not really gonna worry about it too much. I had somebody do something like this a couple of months ago, funny enough. It was like, and then they were joking about it at the time too, so that's why I wasn't exactly taking you super duper seriously at the start. I still did it anyway, just in case. But they were like, hey, if you beat the game on a new world and like just in that stream, I'll give you $100. I was like, okay, sure. But it's shit. What am I fucking? Why did I pop that down? I need the wood up there. It actually would be a good idea. I still gotta work on my base first though. I would probably do something like that after like I really like settled down because I've been neglecting this area for literal months now. Because I've been working on this. Um my trading hall too. Oh, that trading hall, man, that thing. I'm still very proud of that. Still not fully done yet. The actual like trading hall part of it is done. So I can still get a ton of emeralds and just stuff, but good god, it is just insane up there. But you can vaguely see it out in the distance. I still need to like make something on the underside to support it a little bit better. I just haven't done that quite yet. But it's got like 200 plus villagers in it, and the thing's just honestly kind of insane. It took me quite a while to put together too. It's not easy. We're gonna make a half stack of chests, and then I'm gonna grab some shells. Oh, I already had another 14 in here. Whoops. I'll just make as many as I can here. There we go. Oh, I've also got a shulker box farm as well. Not really a shulker box farm, but I do have a shulker shell farm, so that's kind of why I have so many. But it hardly even makes a dent in what I do anymore because I just don't need that many. So, oh, and I need to go check on it again. It's been a little bit since I've maintained it, and I think it needs to be restocked in a minecart. So, let's see here. Grab that, that, make a couple of extra minecarts, and there we go. But yeah, I've neglected my base for just an eternity and a half because I ended up building like pretty much every farm that I could ever want first, and then I started like really working on my base. But not to say I still didn't do anything, but I should have been doing more. I need to get rid of these poppies too. I need like a thing of like lava just kind of sitting out in the open here. Ooh, wow, this thing's starting to get pretty full. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, not that full, but full enough. I gotta actually start thinking about it. But yeah, so I got an iron farm here. It's close enough to where I live, where it's running 24/7. That's pretty cool. We got a fully automatic, one-dimensional shulker farm. That's pretty neat. Sometimes the minecart despawns out of it though, because it passes through like a chunk. I'm guessing if I hit F3, yeah, it'll pass like a chunk border, and then some weird shit happens because of that. So I always have to kind of restock it, and then every now and then just put in a new minecart and check that it still runs. So. But basically, what it does is you take a minecart. It picks up a shulker from up there and it'll drag it down. It deposits it onto this diamond block here, and a bunch of snow golems shoot it to aggro it. And then the shulker tries to shoot itself with its own bullet. It'll duplicate if you're lucky, and then if it does, it leaves a new one here, and the old one gets sent up to die, or also act as a backup shulker. Because you have to have like 10 backup shulkers up here, because after a certain point, you just might get incredibly unlucky and you'll need all 10 of them. But if they all somehow manage to die by me either aggroing them when I shouldn't or whatever, I've actually got a final like spare manual shulker farm. That thing I only use like in dire situations because you can see him go. So if there's no space up there for him to go to as a backup, he'll teleport into those minecarts and die. But it's pretty cool. It's not too complicated. I'm not too great at explaining that stuff in good detail, but they got easy YouTube tutorials for that kind of stuff nowadays. But hey, another stack of shulker shells. Can't really run out of them at this point. Not too bad. But I'm gonna show off the trading hall first really quickly, and I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing because this trading hall I'm ridiculously proud of. So for context, I had a very like basic like trading hall like for quite a long time because I just didn't want to make a larger one for a very long time. You can actually see the new one on the map, funny enough. Um, and this is like 200 plus blocks up in the sky compared to where I'm at the moment, so it's way up there. But the old trading hall I used to have, it's all like dirt and stone, and just it had a like zombie curing and all that kind of stuff, so it wasn't like super like old or nothing, but it definitely wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. It got the job done. I was able to cure stuff. I got all my armor and all my gear just from that trading hall by itself. So I, did what it was supposed to do. So I can't really complain about it too much there. But it was time for an upgrade. So what ended up happening is sometime after I'd like finished up like the basic like kind of shape of this and filled in the grass up there at the top. Started work on a Parthenon, or kind of a shitty one, but not too bad. I like it. It's cool. See some of the redstone bits under it, and this is like one of the first things I've actually had to like play test in a creative world. Like trying to figure out like the spacing for all this trading hall stuff, and also my game's gonna lag here pretty bad. So for context, I'm like always hitting like 60 down there, and then we head over here and it's dips like to like 30 like instantly because there's just that many over here. So it gets pretty bad pretty quickly. But yeah, marvel of engineering. It's just incredible. So it's a one wide tileable design that I cobbled together from a couple of separate YouTubers. Um, and it's just nice. It is just fucking insane. I've got like over 200 villagers in here. I've got fully cured like cartographers for their glass pane trade. That's how I get all my emeralds. Not to mention it actually doubles as an XP farm while the mob switch running. So that's pretty cool. Um, can buy every single type of enchanted book for 1 emerald apiece. No questions asked. That's pretty neat. Can't really go too wrong with that. And then they also sell the glass that I use to give to these guys. And for context, there's like 8 like actual like buildings, and then each of those buildings have 2 rows. So there's like 16 like big rows and all that, and each of these rows have 36 villagers in them. Um, and there's only 13 villager classes, so I would still have 3 rows empty if I had 36 of each type of villager, which I don't even need to do that. I've only done it for some of the more important ones, like Fletchers, cartographers, librarians, clerics. Clerics are surprisingly like pretty fucking nice when you can buy them in bulk like this. I can get a whole shulker box of redstone dust in a single day, like about half a box of enchantment bottles in a day, or maybe even a third or so. But it's insane, like the amount of shit you can just buy. And then quartz, like the quartz trade here is incredible, because this whole thing has quartz pillars and all that, and I can save up for like half a box a day or something like that. Like it is nuts. But you get a ton of bricks, ton of dripstone blocks, ton of that, ton of that. You get a ton of good stuff from all these, and I can actually trade for every type of terracotta and glazed terracotta except for a couple of things. So like, can't get red glaze from trading, can't get purple terracotta, can't get like gray terracotta, but otherwise everything else is fair game. Yeah, I'm stacked. You have no idea. This took ages. Like this was like a 3 week long project between building the building, playtesting it in my own free time and creative, trying to make sure the building dimensions were correct and like the redstone behind this was sound and like cheap. Because when you're building at this big of a scale, like I needed like 9 stacks of sticky pistons and like a shulker box and a third of a. Oh, hey, also the infinite abyss down there. That's pretty cool. Uh, you know, I needed like a shulker box and a third of trap doors, like 36 stacks of trap doors for this, 9 stacks of fence gates, like 18 stacks of levers. I needed a ton of stuff for this, but it all works. So basically, they're just in a one wide trading cell is all. And whenever you want to zombify any one specific villager, which I won't do at the moment because I don't want to mess up anything, you would just flick open a trapdoor and then flick the lever, which would drop them down a block. And then when they're dropped down a block, the zombie that's in this kind of like tube, like down here, he'll be able to see them. So he'll walk towards them himself, like willingly, and then he'll zombify them. And then I raise him back up, and then I just cure him with a splash potion and a golden apple. And then I can cure like 7 at a time because they're all like close together, so I don't have to waste a lot of potions. But one of the most impressive things about this trading hall, actually, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone else do it before, which is honestly pretty cool by default. It's not in these chests, it's like in one of these. There's, they sell tipped arrows, which, you can only make tipped arrows from like Dragon's Breath and like, you need lingering potions and 8 arrows to make 8 tipped arrows. And then to make a lingering potion, you need Dragon's Breath, which you keep respawning the Ender Dragon, you can't build a whole lot in the end after a certain point, because if you do, the dragon's just going to destroy it, and it's a whole debacle. So I've got some stockpiled somewhere in my base, just in case I ever need it, or just to look at it. But the only other nice renewable way for getting tipped arrows, which I may never have a use for, but they're cool, and they're kind of rare, is by trading, actually. And I got ridiculously lucky here because you're playing like a numbers game after a certain point, since the tipped arrow they give you is like completely random. But I managed to snag like at least one variant of like every single possible type of tipped arrow. So like I've got like night vision, like that's based off of like the 8-minute like night vision potion, but not the 3-minute, but it's still night vision regardless. Same with fire resistance and like instant damage 1, but not instant damage 2. Like I've got something for like every type, which is just nice, dude. I feel like the water breathing, but the fire resistance is cool. Slow falling is actually pretty useful, unironically, since I don't have to farm Phantom Membrane for it, and like being able to shoot yourself with it would actually be kind of useful in some situations. And the weakness is actually pretty good too if you have a piercing crossbow. It's nice, I kind of did too, but they're like a pretty hard thing to really like sit down and collect a lot of, unless you go out of your way to like farm like Dragon's Breath and brew them all and all that kind of stuff. But I'm able to trade for all of them, which again, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do. So it's a pretty huge goal to hit. But oh, and a fun fact about this world too. I haven't really mentioned it a whole bunch, but well, not today at least. But I used to play with like using like chunk base a lot. Where I know the world seed, and I was able to find like every kind of structure in it. This is pretty much the first world in a very long time where I actually have no idea what the seed is, and can't use chunk base because of it. So everything I've done and found is just it's been all me. It's pretty good. Even the slime farm in my base, I actually had to do that like a really old fashioned way where you just basically dig out a massive hole and then you separate the chunks with like physical blocks and you just wait for something to spawn in them at some point. And then once it does spawn, then you just kind of like build the farm there. But that was quite an interesting challenge to take on because I hadn't done that before at all. But it's pretty cool. I've got a wither skeleton farm. Pretty much every farm you could think of, more often than not, I've probably got it. Um, I'm planning on also like remaking all my older farms too to be like significantly more efficient, like way down the line. Like I'm talking like remaking a gold farm to where it's fully AFK and you're still getting like a couple hundred gold blocks like an hour or something like that, like just some insane rates. But that stuff does take quite a while, so I'm not gonna count on it too hard. But it's still cool, like same with the Shulker Shell farm. I'll probably remake this at some point to be the Nether Portal ones because those ones are like much more efficient. And same with redoing the Wither Skeleton farm and my Wither Rose farm that I kind of have. It's powered by snow golems, that's why it's a little bit weird. But first of all, I'm taking all this apart and I'm stockpiling all of this somewhere else for the moment. I'll have to make sure I remember how to build this later too. But yeah, I've had this sugarcane and bamboo farm here for ages, but it's kind of just in the way right now, unfortunately, and I kind of need to just get rid of it. I'm planning on rebuilding it somewhere else. Like I want to take out like an entire chunk, like dig it from like top to bottom, and then put a chunk loader in it, so that way like all the redstone can still be loaded and all that kind of stuff. So all the farms will be running even when I'm not directly there. Um, but I want to have like a massive chunk filled with just like these kinds of farms and just have it be like ridiculously efficient for no reason other than I just, why not? It's pretty cool. It's a nice goal to aim for, and it's actually useful, so it's a nice change of pace too. Should have. Okay, these aren't empty yet. Good. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Also, that's gonna get a little bit loud, but the main thing too for me is actually the bamboo farm. Funny enough, considering when 1.19.3 comes out, bamboo planks are gonna be a thing, and you can make wood out of bamboo planks. And on top of not using chunk base, and again, not even knowing my world seed, I'm also trying not to use like any glitches or exploits at all. So like that does include TNT duping, which would help big time if I wanted more ancient debris. But it's whatever. But mainly not using TNT duping means I can't really make a like any good automatic like wood farm. But now that bamboo planks are going to be a thing, you harvest the bamboo and then you just craft it yourself like a little later, and that's it. You're golden. And I'm really looking forward to that, honestly, because that means I can actually start making all my shulker shells into shulker boxes and not having to worry about that so much. And then that'll help me massive too, because I have plenty of storage, but it's all so tight and compact, and it's something I have to manually sort. So being able to make like a fully automatic sorting system at some point would be pretty cool. But I've just been kind of procrastinating on it for a little bit too long, but it hasn't really been high priority for me either, so I'm pretty okay with ignoring it, honestly. But yeah, I got a ton of good stuff in this world. Somehow haven't died. I have popped a couple of totems, though. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't actually like died yet, which is pretty remarkable. I never really like. I'm not really like professional with this game or nothing. I just play it for fun, and not dying is well, it's pretty cool. Good achievement to have. Oh, it's been nearly 1,700 days, and I still have yet to finish that mountain range. But I'm tired of rushing it. I've been in a massive rush like my whole life, so I'm just kind of trying to slow down a little bit and take it easy while I still can. Because I'm only 19, and I just got my associate's degree actually like earlier this year, and now I'm getting ready to go get a job with my degree and all that kind of stuff, and a bunch of other shit going on right now. So I'm getting like licensed in real estate, and I'm gonna get like I'm gonna become like a licensed like insurance like claims agent, all that kind of shit. Like it's just starting to pick up pretty big for me, so I gotta be kind of careful about what I'm doing. Just take it easy from time to time, but yeah, I got all my college paid for by the state because I got like really good scores on like the ACT and all that, so they've covered 100% of my tuition for my bachelor's degree, which is a huge deal considering I have no money and neither does my mom. So lucked out pretty big with that. Although it's not really luck more than it is skill. I definitely lucked out on the ACT because I got two 28s and like two 30s, so it averaged out to a 29, which saved my ass pretty big from having to retake it again. But it still counts. Though I barely got it, it still counts for 100% scholarship, and that's pretty important to have. So, but yeah, the state's paying for all of my tuition. And another thing too, I'm actually this is my going to be my 5th year in college. Funny enough, I changed majors a couple of times, so I would have already had my bachelor's by now had I figured out what I wanted to do earlier. But like I wanted to be a programmer, so I was going to get a computer science degree, and I found out I really wasn't good at programming, and not that quickly too to boot. So I ended up switching over to accounting, and then I switched over to finance. But this is going to be my 5th year of college, and because of that, they didn't actually have to pay for the first 2 years since I did full time dual enrollment. So I could take like a whole year off and still like have all my shit paid for when I went back, which I'm seriously thinking about doing mainly because if I go back into college right now, not right now, like back in spring, it might end up messing with it. Like they might demote me to part time if I don't like do a ton of extra work to make up for the time I wasn't here. And I kind of can't afford it. I only have like 75% of my scholarship funded, so I might end up just taking the year off and go back when I know I'll be able to like earn all 24 credit hours and all that. It's a whole thing. It's not really too interesting, but college is going to be useful for me. I'm already so close to my bachelor's in finance, and it's getting paid for on like somebody else's dime, so there's literally no reason not to get it. It's difficult work, but when it's free, it's a pretty good thing to get a hold of. So I'm pretty happy about it. I should be digging into my Nether portal here somewhat soon, but first things first, though, I'm gonna be kind of digging a small outline here. Though I don't know exactly. Is that sugarcane up there? Oh, that is bamboo. I was about to say, I don't know how sugarcane got up there. Like, I'd see bamboo, but not sugar. But, I don't think I want to dig that far in. I should probably push it back a little bit. You're good. Oh, you're good. Either way, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the challenge. Like, don't worry about the money or nothing, but it's fun to be able to take a little bit of a break here and there from doing shit like this, so thanks for it either way. And thanks for the follow, too, and all that, but nice talking to you. I gotta dig more shit out. This shit takes forever. I guess not that long, so I got haste, but still. Hate having to do this repeatedly. Gotta get done. Hey, either way, thanks for stopping by, and feel free to come back, man. Nice talking to you. Gotta find the edge of this soon. Oh, I think I literally just did. Oh, I'll block that out. There we go. I'm going to have to relocate and remake that whole moss farm later on, aren't I? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and carve this out a little bit. Basically, I'm just gonna continue what I've been digging. Just gonna continue what I've been digging out. Just keep falling in. I'm kind of stupid right now. I've barely slept tonight, and it's just been kind of a weird week for me. So, not like it's been anything bad. I'm just kind of really tired at the moment. I stayed up till 3, and then was up. I woke up at 9 yesterday, and then took maybe like a half-hour nap, and then stayed up till like 3 a.m. after that. So I've been up for quite a bit. And then today, I only was asleep for about 6 hours, and had to go do some stuff. So not too bad though, luckily. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna keep trying to hollow this out as much as I can. We're gonna just basically dig it all the way down. It really shouldn't be too bad. So. Yep. Alright, out of space. Alright, fair enough. Go dump it away. That's the redstone one. I need to kind of leave that one alone the best I can. I'm gonna put this bamboo away though. But yeah, man, bamboo planks, I'm ridiculously happy about those. You have no idea. You can actually have like a wood farm without having to have like a TNT duper. It's apparently like not even like that far off from like being like as powerful as a TNT duping based one as well for like logs and all that. And that's a pretty good sign. It's not like I need something super crazy, but being able to get something would be really fucking nice. So nice to have. Having more options with stuff like that is always good. Can't ever go too wrong with it. Go ahead. But one of the big issues here is trying to make sure that I don't. Well, I can cut into these pillars a little bit if I just place them back, but I'd rather not like have to keep over and over. So, and also making sure the floor is still like level here. It's not always going to be stone on the floor or nothing. I do plan on replacing with like moss or grass or probably moss. A little bit nicer looking, nicer sounding, all that kind of stuff. But not like it's that big of a deal anyway. So who knows? Who cares? But yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back from my hopefully soon to be employer about what was happening with that. Because the only reason they didn't hire me is because they needed like higher priority on training a different person for a different job. Because their other one had just quit, and they desperately needed somebody to be there, so they had to focus on training them up first. And the hurricane hit, and then it's like, well, that's cool. But if I end up not getting it, I don't get it. That's fine. That's whatever. I got other stuff lined up that I'm working on at the moment, so it's not a super big loss. But it's just gonna be frustrating because I'm qualified for it. Like there's literally no doubt about it. I have an associate's, and it's an internship job. Not like it's like I'm working there full time and I should just be expected to know what to do right at the gate. Like they're gonna train me. I've got background experience in finance and accounting and all that kind of stuff. I've got my associates for it. I'm not even in pre-finance anymore. I'm just in full-blown finance, which is, you have to be pretty dedicated to actually make it there. So it's not like, I'm just barely like getting the hang of it. Like I've gotten the hang of it enough to get there in the first place. But I don't think they. I mean, hell, he even literally said too that I did good. The person I was interviewing, who was the head of the accounting department, they said I did good. They both were like, yeah, you're good, but they just needed somebody else for a different thing first. It's just annoying, Like I spent like weeks waiting on them to even get back to me about that, and then not to mention scheduling it too. It took them a while to even get back to me about scheduling an appointment, and then I'm supposed to be there like on a dime for that kind of stuff, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's just kind of ridiculous. Like the interview wasn't even that long or nothing, which is fine by me, but it just was just kind of ridiculous. I'm just tired of having to wait for shit all the time. I've been waiting my whole life, and then I've been trying to rush forward with everything, but I'm just kind of done. I want to slow down a little bit, and that's kind of why I'm doing stuff like this. Nice to just be able to just slow down and not really think about a whole lot. Or that's kind of also partially why I got burnt out with this. I kept having to work at the same thing. Just kind of got ridiculous after enough time. So, hey, welcome back. Imagine having to clean your room. Couldn't be me. My room, for reference, as I say that, is a bed, and it's barely big enough for me to stand in. And that's about it. I don't even really have a closet, so I'm living in a trailer right now, actually. So that's kind of why it's that small, but actually not too bad. It's cheap considering I'm in Florida, and by cheap, it's still $800 a month. My mom's the one renting it, of course, but it's still just insane with Florida prices. So I'm kind of hoping to get out of this state at some point because it's just getting kind of ridiculous. But one day. But got a little bit more of this stuff dug out. I kind of don't. Oh wait, no, I do know what I want to do here. I do actually need to take out the rest of this stone, and then I kind of need to like slope it at some point, or maybe cut out some of the dirt too. But yeah, cost of gas is kind of funny. I do have a car, but I don't drive it enough to really care about it a whole bunch. I still I live within walking distance of like a Target and like a Publix and a Walmart. So if there's something I only need like a little bit of, I'll just end up walking over there because it's keeping me healthy. And then as for food, I don't even eat a lot to begin with, so I'm pretty lucky on that. So $7 for bread, good lord, yeah. I hope the guy that's an over exaggeration because that is a hell of a lot. But we're still fine enough over here as far as I'm aware. Um, things are still like rising in price, but it's not like abnormally high. Although they do need to kind of chill out with it at some point. But who knows? Fair enough. Half the time I just don't even eat breakfast because I just kind of forget to. Like I'm just never like super duper hungry all the time. Like when I am hungry, I'll just eat, and then once I'm full, that's it. So, and the food I eat is like a lot more like cheap stuff. Like I'm just starting to get ramen and things like that. But yeah, bread being that expensive is kind of ridiculous. Shouldn't really be that much of a shortage of bread considering it's like a staple food and all that. Oh, I'm guessing you might are you from the U.S.? I kind of just assumed that. Probably not exactly a wise idea to just assume that nowadays, since on the internet, kind of, anyone can be from anywhere. So, but here it's still only like maybe about $2 a loaf, so it's not too bad at the moment, but the same as it's been. But oh hey, it rains, sweet. Hope to God I don't decide to use a Riptide Trident again and break my game. Point where I have to pop another totem. 'Cause that kind of stunk, but oh wow. Yeah, here, they sell like that Maruchan ramen for like $2.19, and you get like a 6 pack of like just dry ramen, and like it's you can microwave it and all that too, so it's not really too bad. But I'll eat like two of those packs at a time, so I'm like eating like a meal for like 70 cents pretty much, which is it's pretty good, not too bad. I've been trying to get a little bit better at cooking though, but it's a little bit harder than usual because I don't actually have a stove or an oven anymore. Um, my mom's very sketchy about using like propane tanks and all that because she's worried that like there's gonna be like a gas line break or whatever and the whole fucking house is gonna blow up. I have not yet, although I have been thinking about it. So I'm getting a lot better at handling spicy food. I just haven't tried spicy ramen yet at all. But I think it would be good. This hasn't been interesting enough for me to like go out of my way to buy it at the moment. So, fair enough. Well, it does say spicy on it. I mean, if it's spicy, if it says spicy and it's not that spicy, then it's like okay, we got a problem here. You got to do something about that. Do actually I do need to finish carving that out. Damn it. Oh well. I wanted to kind of ignore it, but I guess I can't get rid of the rest of this. Oh, there was one other funny project I haven't touched it since April. It was more of a end game project where like if I truly ran out of things to do for like a very long time and I just couldn't come up with anything new, I always had that to default back to. I need to cover that up really quickly. Um, oh wait, what? Oh, this is not the entrance. Okay, this is just something separate, I guess. Still need to cover it up though, but there's a massive project. Like if you think these mountains are big, the thing I was working on was so big it would actually be able to like hold. I'm pretty sure at least it would be able to hold these mountains inside of it and still have like tons of room to spare. It was just that fucking massive. So, oh, you're good. But I'll show you when you come back. But got an ominously large project way out in the distance. I still got to work on. I have to keep working on that at some point. I've ignored it for 6 months now, and I've gotta actually find out where I put the book for it too. I kind of took that away. Oh shit, where did I actually put that away at? Hang on. I'm gonna go look around for that for a little bit because I really shouldn't have lost that. Because I know I was working on Layer 51, but it's still cool because I'm actually like archiving all the old stuff I did, so I kind of want to make sure I have that. Oh, it could be in anything. Oh no, it could be in literally anything. Oh, fuck me. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh my god. Yeah, this is why I need to get better at sorting shit out. This is just ridiculous, man. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna just dump all these away. They're empty. I guess I'll just start taking out some of these older ones. No, that was for the Wither Rose farm. Same there. That was some other stuff I did. Oh, these are old remnants from the trading hall. The old trading hall, that's right. I don't know why. Why do I have TNT in here? Oh, it was when I was blowing up that glass, I remember now. Okay, that's all terracotta, it's all amethyst. We will take that just to double check, and that to double check. All amethyst and calcite, good. At least I'm not really polluting any of my boxes too severely, so that's good. I should replace these back bits with obsidian one day. That actually would be pretty useful. Everything that isn't the scaffolding one can just go back in. So it's not in there. The only other places it could be are in a couple of these weirder boxes. Like that one I'm gonna tuck away back in there first of all. But the other ones, well, it could be in anything. Oh, here's the Dragon's Breath box. Yeah, that's right. That's where that is. Cool. There's not like a whole lot of it though, unfortunately. Dude, I've got no idea where it is. Oh, this is actually horrible. I've got no clue. Here? No. Not there, not there. Maybe here. Here it is. Okay, there we go. We're gonna tuck this book away in the other pink box. But for a little bit of extra context, I tend to write down like certain things that I need to keep track of over a very long period of time. If it's not a project I can get done in a day, I need to write it down just to ensure that like, and I don't have to write it down when it comes to certain things, like I didn't for the mountain range. But when it comes to something like that, where there's going to be like long intermittent breaks, like spread throughout like months, I kind of have to write it down. So I don't, because it's very important I don't mess that other one up at all, because if I do, I'm pretty much have to start over, and it's ridiculously hard to start over on something like that, to the point where I genuinely don't even know if I would. I would probably just straight up abandon that project if I ever had to do that, because it's that serious. Um, it's too big to make a mistake on, and I can't really afford to make a mistake on it. It'll be cool once it's done, though. At least the shape of it'll be cool. I still have to put stuff in it, but I'm still kind of ignoring that for a long time, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Gonna go ahead and keep following this stuff out though for the time being, regardless. This is where my storage area is going to get moved to, hopefully, with a proper storage system and everything. Should be large enough to house every component, so it shouldn't be too bad. Um, yeah, now it pretty much just evolves into just mining out this mass of stuff and just kind of going from there. So yeah, that goes. I don't think it's too bad, but I'm glad I ended up trying to redo my whole base here. Like the mountain part of it, I'll probably leave intact because I actually did really like that. I might have to rearrange certain things in it though. Like I might end up getting rid of the railings, all that, just because they're not really worth having, and it kind of plunk everything up a little bit too much. So probably get rid of those, or at least tone them back a little bit. Water. Okay. Um, I got all the stone I need to fill this in, but I might go ocean monument rating again today too. That might be fun. I'm just trying to make sure I still take enough breaks from just doing this kind of stuff to where I'm not getting burnt out of it super easy. That I do kind of have a creative block by default, so I gotta be a little bit careful to not overdo it. It takes a lot for me to build some things because I'm just not very creative, just in general. Well, I am a little bit. It's just hard to build it. So I got to get back into drawing too, but I've been kind of neglecting that as well. So I need to really not. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was the end of that, wasn't it? No, what the? Oh, this is just a separate cave. Okay, yeah, I see how it is. All right, so separate, unrelated cave, unrelated to anything that I was doing. That's cool. I know I did block this up before, but that was for a separate thing. In fact, you can actually still see where it was. It was here, specifically. So what we're gonna do is chip that out. Make sure we got all that. That's good. And then I can go ahead and start filling in some of the remnants here. Still important to make sure everything's lit up pretty nicely. As far as I can tell, it is. Be a little bit different when this wall is sealed in, so we'll see from there, but it shouldn't really be too bad. Let's find out. That needs to be a block lower. I'll have to edit that quickly. There we go. There we go. Yes, dirt. Alright. Great. This dirt's gonna end up getting in the way to some extent. Can't insta-mine everything that it should be able to within the way. Fine. Hey, welcome back. I'm getting pretty close to hollowing this out. There's still a little bit left, but it's getting better. I need to actually go drop off this stone really quickly, but here we go. Then I want to go pick all this stuff up. And all of it's stone for right now. I don't want it to be stone forever. It's just kind of a placeholder thing I'm used to, so I'm gonna probably switch it out with like quartz at some point or something like that, because now that I can use quartz, I want to take full advantage of it. It looks pretty, you know? I mean, you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to make quartz blocks, right? I mean, it's awful. If you gotta make them, it's 4 stacks of quartz for 1 stack of quartz blocks, and it's just kind of ridiculous after a certain point. I'd even tried like strip mining for quartz in the Nether at one point because I needed just a little bit more to finish up the Parthenon for that trading hall, and I had like half a shulker box and it got me like 4 stacks of like quartz bricks out of it. And it's just kind of stupid. So being able to trade for it was honestly like a really good thing. Should have enough there to patch that in. There we go. But villager trading is by far one of the best mechanics and also one of the worst mechanics because they suck to deal with, but they're like really, really important to deal with because you need like their trades like very aggressively like this late, and especially once you start having enough of them too, you can buy pretty much anything from them. Although there's a couple of different types of them that I don't have yet that I just didn't bother getting when I was still working on it because that thing's already laggy enough as it is, so I had to be careful about what else I was importing. Because it's still got over like 200 of them in that one trading hall, and that tiny little area that's constantly loaded when I'm up there. 200 of them are, all active at once, and that's just going to take a strain on anything apparently. So that's cool. We'd love to see it. But yeah, I've got a Giga project I haven't touched since April that I'll probably show you here in a sec once I get this dug out. But the massive sphere, which other people have built before, I don't know if they probably have built it as big as mine at some point. I mean, they had to have, but mine's like a 256 block diameter sphere, so it's like really fucking big. In fact, actually, hang on. Let me see here. If I go to statistics, I go to items, I go to times mined. Um, it took like 88,000 blocks of sand to get enough glass for it, and like the same amount of terracotta and red terracotta mixed together to get all of that. So this is all red terracotta that I mined, and then this is all like some normal terracotta I mined to get the rest. Because I had to dye the rest of it red because I ran out of red terracotta to mine without moving up Beacon again. Um, but mainly that's a lot of sand. It was all for one project, so but not all of it was for one project. Technically, like another like 10,000 or like 12,000 of this is actually just intermittent stuff that I've used before. But you know, still that's a lot. Actually, my shulker boxes being among like the highest mined is kind of cursed, but not too big of a deal, of course. Oh, I just realized I live like 3 feet away from it. I don't think I even got a chance to show that off. The big field of wheat out in the distance over the mountains. Um, when I was waiting for 1.19, I wanted to make sure I had enough resources for packed mud, so I pretty much turned an entire swamp biome into a wheat field, more or less for shits and giggles. That's crazy. Where? Oh, that's where. My aim's not super sharp with a mouse, unfortunately, so sharp enough though. But I hate the birds. Here they go. They dead, damn it. That's fair. Imagine having to work. Couldn't be me for right now, luckily, but I'll be there soon enough, so I just want to start saving money. Honestly, I'm tired of just doing stuff like this all the time, and I want to just start saving money. But trading hall's cool. I like it. The other thing is the wheat field. It's actually all lit up. Fun fact. So at nighttime, you can just see the whole thing lit up. I had to take away a little bit of it when I was doing this kind of stuff. I was using LavaCast to like map out like a small frame for the mountain range, and boy, let me tell you, that was a stupid fucking decision, and I regret doing it every day. 5:20 a.m. for you, dang. It's 12:49 for me, so I'm like in the afternoon, so I'm still wide awake. But dang, you've been up pretty late, huh? I guess you just got up early, but big wheat field. It's big. It's wheat. Good for packed mud. And then I guess the last thing I'll show off really quickly to you before I go back to mining is, well, first of all, the shadow that thing creates is kind of just ominous, but the actual other thing, I even made a dedicated like packed ice road for it. Because chest boats being a thing now, I could like transport a ton of other stuff like on a chest boat to here. I still fly there for the most part. This is only 20% done, and I haven't touched it since April of this year. Um, but it is a very big sphere. It's pretty big. That's fair. Wait, hang on. Quickly. There we go. Hmm. I wish I was back for 6 hours, but I can't play that long anymore. I just gotta take too many breaks, man. But either way, good luck at work and hope things go well for you. But big sphere. Only 20% done. I'll finish it one day, I promise. But it's also where all my sand ended up going, was into that. So I still have to work on this at some point. I've been neglecting this thing for way too long. Man. Oh, I gotta eat lunch soon. I'm getting hungry again. That's fair. Either way, have a nice day, man. Thanks for stopping by again. Well, back to digging. I need more stone. Should actually. I got a nice chunk of this dug. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Alrighty. I could get this done. Could get done today. Found the nether portal. Okay. That means I'm gonna hit my enchantment room here in a moment, so. Um. I'm gonna have to relocate all this old stuff, aren't I? That's gonna take some time to do. Great. I'm gonna have to do any of that, but I don't really have a choice here, unfortunately. And I need to fix up my pickaxe soon. Actually, no, I'll just switch it out for another one. Duh. I've got like copies of everything. I might as well just use them. But for the most part, the main bit that I wanted dug up was this like part here with the stone pillars, and it's pretty much done now, so that's good. I might actually end up ending stream here in a little bit because I am getting pretty drowsy. I might end up taking not another nap, but like I said, I've been up for a little bit too long and haven't gotten enough sleep recently, so I kind of need to watch it, you know. Not too big a deal, but still. So, alright, sweet. The actual floor of it is done, and then of course we got this floating chunk here, but otherwise it's pretty much good here. So I'm gonna kind of work on that little bit of stuff. You know, we're gonna go empty out my inventory again, all that shit. It shouldn't take too long at all. And I'm gonna have to start in my free time. I'm gonna have to start researching storage systems again. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for because I have built one like way long ago before, but it was like a very basic like item filter one. I want something a little bit fancier with like shulker boxes and all that to like load and unload them and all that kind of stuff. Since I have so many extra shells, I need to kind of use them up. And now that wood's not going to be a problem anymore with the bamboo planks, now I can really take advantage of it. So I do plan on taking full advantage of that once the time is right. So that'll be pretty neat. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the rest of this, and well, I don't know what I want to dig here, or I don't know what I really want to build here for that storage area. Um, I don't want to start anything on it quite yet either, because if I do, I'm gonna probably end up changing stuff, and I need to make sure I leave enough space for like hoppers and kind of stuff that's tucked away in the back. But this should give me enough space to put in like more than enough like double chests, so I shouldn't really have any space issues in this area here. And even if I do, I can probably just dig into this part over here a little bit more, and kind of like trim that out, and then make it a lot longer. So I can always make more space if I really need to, but to be honest, that should probably be enough space. I don't see me using all of it for double chest, and like I can't even like fill more than like 20 double chest of like stuff in my whole base because all of it's like sorted into shulker boxes. It'll be a little bit different though, when it ends up getting padded out with like a double chest just for shulker boxes of dirt and grass, and like a double chest just for shulker boxes of stone and cobblestone and things like that. That's a little different. Those ones will pile up quick, but I think pretty much everything that I like use a lot will probably get its own unique double chest. So, like stone gets its own double chest, cobblestone gets its own double chest, dirt, grass, moss, things like that. Some wood types, probably all wood types. It's just something I'll play by ear. I'll figure it out later, but it shouldn't really be too bad. But for the most part, I just want to be able to like put a shulker box down on the ground or like in a dispenser, because you can dispense shulker boxes. I think that was a thing. And then it takes everything out of the shulker box. Once the shulker box is empty, it breaks it, puts it in another output chest, so I can just reclaim them for later. And then as it's emptying it, it'll sort it too. That's all I want really. And then I need like I need a big section of like overflow, like double chests and shulker boxes as well, in case there ends up being anything weird. Those. But some of the big things will be like using like comparators and all that. That was not the right thing to clear out there. Whoops. But some of the big things will be using comparators and all that. Just to make sure I know when it's full and all that. Because pretty much I want it. Oh, that was the other thing too. I want it to be loaded up in a way where the shulker box getting loaded, where it's like it's bulk storing like all this stuff after it sorts it out. I want that shulker box to be like easy access, so that way, if it's not full yet, I can just reach into there and take stuff. And then if there ends up being like one that's almost full but not quite, I can just put it away myself or something like that, or some stuff like that. And I don't know if there's too many designs like that yet, but I want there to be like a nice mix of using the double chest for bulk storing shulker boxes, and then the shulker box loader for like every single module. So it had to be like one wide, like tileable, all that kind of stuff, like usable. So I don't know how I would go about doing that if I'm being honest, but it seems like it would be doable. It could be two wide tileable technically, since I could have like the double chest facing like how this one is. Um, so I could get away with that if I absolutely needed to, but one wide tileable would be just a little bit nicer to have, and it'd save me a lot more on space. I want to be able to really efficiently use what little space I have here, so. Now things are going to get a little bit weird here. I'm going to start dismantling the nether portal, and hopefully I can probably put it back together. I should be able to, because I have another portal up there. I can just enter the nether through that. And then I should be able to sync up the coordinates pretty well, all things considered, after this is done. So what we're going to do is just kind of dig around a little bit more. So something like that. But yeah, this is actually starting to dip into my base finally after all this time. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe one day I'll actually be able to finish my base, you know. I mean, seriously, I've been neglecting this thing for more than 1,000 in-game days. It's just been that long. I worked so hard on getting all these other farms and, like, quality of life things for myself first, to where I just kind of... Now, I mean, I terraformed the island first, so I at least had something kind of pretty to look at. But then really, like, sitting down and building, that I'm just now starting to, like, do that and actually get the hang of it a little bit more. It's been that long. That's alright, you know? There's no rush to it, you know? I got as much time as I need, and I'm tired of rushing stuff like this, like I've been saying, so it's alright to take it easy from time to time. Now, let's see here. This part onward. This is gonna be kind of tricky. I don't know how I want to quite do this exactly. Maybe I should have just left this intact, if I'm being honest. But hey, who knows? Let me see a couple of other things. So if I go ahead... Oh, I need to fill this little section back up anyways. So we're just going to grab some stone out of here really quickly. There we go. Build up something like that. That's right, that was another thing too. Oh, shit. I'm gonna probably have something a little bit more open, like out to the exposed air here. So what we're gonna do is just kind of carve away this like sliver of stone that I've got left over, and then I'll probably just end up like putting some stairs here or something, because it keeps these covered up, and then you know it just doesn't look as awkward if I do that. So I'll probably just end up... But it is getting there. This stuff does take time. Might have to sleep the night away, because you know there are still phantoms out there I gotta keep an eye on. So probably just go sleep really quickly just to go get rid of that preemptively. I don't like dealing with them. They're just annoying. They literally can't kill me. You know, I've got a totem in my offhand. I've got like another 3 in my inventory, and I've got resistance and regeneration, and you know I'm in armor right now. Like, they're not gonna kill me, but they are just annoying to deal with. So I just don't want to deal if I can help it. That's all right. Not really too bad, but they are just past you all know that, I'm sure, but not too big a deal, luckily. Just this little chunk left, and this part here is just odd. And this part here, I never fucking did anything with this. I wanted to turn this into a small little like flower farm for like 2 tall flowers, but it just kind of never happened, unfortunately. It's a shame, really, but fine enough, I suppose. Now, another thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna do is this first of all. No, because this is getting torn out anyways, right? I mean, well, would there be any benefit to me all this? Let me see. This is definitely a part I would want to. But we're gonna go ahead and ship this away. There we go. A little something like that. And I actually haven't hit my enchantment room, funny enough, yet. So, I'm trying to leave that big staircase that I've already made. I'm trying to have that in mind a little bit. And it might be interesting too to not have everything be so flat, just lower down in the world, you know. So what we'll probably do is leave this little like brick part intact. You know, might actually rebuild the Nether portal where it was. Actually, no, I don't think I can even do that anymore. Actually, no, I can. It just won't quite be the same, but it'll be close. So it's not. And we're going to tear all this out. You can even see some of the old original podzol from when I was terraforming this place. I never got rid of all of it, but yeah. So I'm thinking what I do here is I reseal like this part or something, and then I have like this little section like up here still kind of intact, and then I actually have a staircase that goes down and through here still, just because, why not? Basically, we make a small little platform there, and then from here we just make a staircase down that goes deeper into my base here, just for a little bit easier access. This is where my brewing room is. That's gonna actually have to get completely overhauled and somewhere else at this point, to be honest. I really should have a long time ago. That's neither here or there, though. But yeah, that really should have gotten overhauled ages ago, so I'll have to do that at some point. But basically, just a bunch of cobblestone stairs that go down. Where they go, I don't know. Probably to here. Should they end here? Because this puts me back flat with everything else. And then I can go run all these away really quickly. I'll do a little bit of that. Got some cobble. Well, we got 8 cobblestones there. Not to mention I can make more, so it's really not too bad. Gonna grab these. Go to the stone cutter. Make our stairs. Here we go. And then just go ahead and build this up. Now we've got a nice staircase that goes all the way up to here really quickly. I should actually probably redo this one to a little bit better suited. Like that. There we go, it's a little bit better. Good. Need for that to go there, but then of course I want stone there, so I'll have to grab some of that later. But certain like smaller like little bits like that we'll just get rid of, and we'll actually no, we're gonna change this around a little bit. I'm getting rid of all of this old staircase. I'll pick up some dirt in a little bit to go and like re-terraform this section. It'll be kind of ugly, and we'll actually go ahead and put this back for now. But mainly, I'm just gonna tear out this cobblestone and just put the stairs so it's going from here up to there, like at that angle, instead of this one. So that way it's up against the landscape a little bit better instead of kind of jutting out. So it's kind of keeping what we already have with the rest of these for the most part. Where you see how they're all kind of like hugging the dirt or hugging some kind of like wall. Can't do it from all of them, or at least not at that angle, but you can kind of get the idea that I'm going for here. So either way, it's not too bad. I like it. Nearly done. There we go. Do a little something like that. And there we go. That's a lot better. Okay. This stuff will grow back in over enough time. We'll do like a little bit of terraforming here, carve a little bit of stuff out there. The roof of this, I actually don't know quite what I want to do with it. I might replace it with moss and then also have like the glowberry vines. I don't know what they're even called. I think they're not called glowberry vines, right? But the vines that actually had the glowberries on them. We'll just have them dangling down there. That should be pretty cool. For the most part, though, we can kind of talk. Yeah, my brewing area is gonna have to get remodeled. And same with this little section too. Now that I can afford to block that off, so what we'll do is just tuck some of this away. Hop on down through here, and then just kind of seal this little bit off for the moment. But yeah, this is the old brewing room that I have. Not really in use anymore. There just isn't really that great of a need of potions for right now. I only needed a lot of like weakness potions and swiftness potions for some stuff a long time. I kind of don't need that at the moment, so not too big of a deal anymore. I'm gonna mine straight into this map, which actually I can't afford to do at the moment because I don't really have a good place for any of this map stuff yet. Still figuring that one out. And I want stairs in here at some point instead of scaffolding because it takes longer to use scaffolding and it's still like it's an eyesore. So, oh, well, actually, no, never mind. I already have stairs up to here. So, yeah, okay, not too bad. We're gonna cover this top layer here with stone. It's more of a placeholder thing because what I want to do is we're gonna knock out all of the we're gonna knock out all these like big walls and all that kind of stuff, and then just have this kind of little bit supported with some like fence posts, like in this corner here and like on certain other parts. That way, it's still got like a roof, but it's still like covered and like open. I can still mix in some greenery and like open space. I'm not just living in a cave again for the 8th time. But we'll go ahead and kind of start chipping away at this stuff a little bit, if that's the case. Can't do it for everything though, but there we go. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2, 3, 5. There we go. Just starting to get into the enchantment area. I have to do something about that. Of course, I'm not doing anything about it right now or today, for that matter, but I will at some point. So don't worry about it too much. Although it is definitely an eyesore sticking out, but I should probably do something. But again, another day. I'm not up to it right now, and to be honest, it's not really that high of a priority. I barely even use it anymore. In fact, I don't actually even remember the last time I've had to enchant something with an enchantment table because, I can just buy all the books individually now, and it's saving a lot more time anyway. So, having to re-roll for like one specific enchant, I just get the one I need right at the gate, and then just combine them with all the levels I already have, and then, that's it. We're gonna tuck away some extra stone and all this other crap here too. So, and for the most part, that should be pretty good. I'll probably just change the orientation of the portal so it fits into this part a little bit better. But it's not like I need to do anything too crazy at the moment. Kind of. Oh, great. I wish that was just. Oh, wow. Doesn't actually need to be that wide, but I did kind of. That's alright. We'll just go back to using a normal portal here. There we go. Little something like that. I should have a spare flint and steel in one of my shulker boxes. It's got unbreaking on it because I'm just a lunatic and I had nothing better to enchant with, so why not? But yeah, this shouldn't be too bad here. I need to do something about this area too now that it's going to kind of be out of the way. But I need. Oh, I actually have spare fences, don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. They're going to be up there, but it still counts. I need the stairs, the normal stone stairs, or I could use cobblestone for right now, so I might just fence gates, which not what I'm looking for, but I still need those regardless. It's not enough fences, more gates. Should be enough fences for that little bit that I was working on. Got some extra stone stairs. There we go. 30. I can at the very least do that. This. That covers that up. Okay. That's not gonna work for me. We'll just do this instead. Okay. That works a lot better. Do a little something. Go. Um, that should not really have gone there. I was gonna do, but honestly, it really shouldn't even go there anyway. So we'll just set them here for right now, just to kind of have them out of the way. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fences. I'm gonna go ahead and carve all these out. Here we go. A little something like that. It's not all gonna be stone again, but just to have something there for the moment. Um, Doing a lot better. I don't have a whole lot to say about it right now. It's not bad by any means. Just still needs to be work done on it, but honestly, that's probably fine for now. I mean, we got all this dug out. I can terraform this at a later date to just kind of like, take some of it out and just slope it down a little bit better. That part is just gonna like slope down very steeply. Hopefully, it should be the case. And then I need a kind of a quick access staircase somewhere. I need a way to get open to that one. So actually, when we get rid of the enchantment area, that's probably what'll end up happening. Because otherwise, I'll have to kind of run around all that other stuff. But yeah, we can get up to pretty much anything in here, like with the split. So I don't have to really worry about anything. Cool. Still a fan of the tree. I like the frog lights on it. I'm going with the wood a little bit more, but um, yeah, it's not too bad for the moment. Forget what I wanted to do with this up here. Oh no, it was a kind of a cut through point to the other side of over there, but also for this bit of flat land that I wanted to build with up here at some other point. So, but we'll maybe look at that again later. But it's getting better. This is one of those things that takes time and patience, but it is getting better. And I actually really should have a proper bridge connecting here to here. That would be pretty useful. Um, I should probably get rid of like this staircase or at least like nudge it a little bit. But who knows? Oh, maybe I could make a really like arced bridge where it kind of like goes up and then curves back down instead of it just being like a straight line. Because I still have this issue over here, but nah, I won't do that. I don't know. It might have enough height to begin with. We'll see how it goes, but no, actually, no. We're gonna do that now, really quickly, and then I'm gonna go for today. Cause I'm kind of interested in that now. I'm sitting down and thinking about it, so we're gonna grab some of that. Some of that. That should be good. So all we're gonna do here is just grab a little bit of stone and our stairs. Stone, stone. little something like this. Maybe it's a little bit too cluttered here, but you kind of get the rough idea. So I still would be able to go up and down this staircase without having to move it, and then you would just pop over to here and then side. Um, we're gonna leave this as is for right now. Just know that this would be a lot more decorated in the future because otherwise it's kind of just lame and boring and just not very good to look at. But it should be a lot more decorated in the future. How it would be decorated, I really don't know. Probably like a rickety wooden bridge of some kind. I wish I could suspend it from something. Probably would not happen, and I can't really like make any trusses or anything. Or I don't think truss is the right word here. But support can't have any support under it. Like not really. Kind of can. Still have to look into that though. But so that's just an idea I just came up with on the fly. It's not too half baked at least. So, but that's gonna do it. Day 1642, about to be day 1643, and I got a good bit of stuff done, so pretty happy with that. It has been an hour and a half, and I'm getting pretty tired here, and I want to go eat lunch and go take a nap. So thank you all for watching. It's been fun getting back into the swing of